Right, just a quick one, I think. I'm going to carry on chipping away at these inner wings, see if I can find some spot welds and keep taking out what I can without total mass destruction. So I'll quickly spin the camera around and show you what's going on. Right, so this is how it's left last time, with this big chunk cut out. So I'm going to try and find these spot welds under here. I think there's one there already. So it's going to take a lot more grinding out through, or wire brushing all this horrible gunk off. I don't know what I'm going to be able to see through here, and it's reinforced with this plate that was for the aftermarket shock absorbers. So yeah, a bit of messing around here by the looks of it. Did quite well through here last time, and then I need to carry on through here, which I think is a seam weld of some sorts, because this looks like a big patch. Well, there's a patch there for certain, and maybe another patch here. Well, yeah, looks like a patch there. So I'm going to keep cleaning it all off and seeing exactly what we've got, and then maybe we can find out how to take things forward. Right, a bit more cleaning's occurred. Well, there we are. I think I can see a few spot welds now. Somebody gave me some advice on the comments to keep going and you'll find them, and they were absolutely right. I really do appreciate this helpful advice. It really is something I've never done all this, and I'm very worried about, as I keep saying, about taking things too far. But looking at this, we can take those out, which would be great. Looking at this, still a little bit lost how to find these welds. I don't think it, I mean, it looks, I'm going to have a closer inspection around there. But thinking about it, in my last episode I was very worried about this horrible crusty bit here. But with the arm out of the way and this section removed, I'm going to be able to repair in there a lot easier, which is really, I didn't think about it. I think when you're in the moment and you're worried about everything, then. But I do need to have a look in there to make sure that it doesn't go on forever and ever, which will be coming up, I guess. One thing at a time. So I really just want to get this last part out today or over the next couple of days, and that way I can at least step back and assess the situation a bit more. So I'm going to start drilling out these rivets here. Rivets, keep calling them rivets, welds, and then have a look at tackling around here. We'll see. Right, I'm just trying to get through all this grot here. This is where the plate was. Obviously, weld there and the old inner wing. I think there's some spot welds there, or just hanging on. There's one just here that's been a bit nasty. There. It's still okay. But it's all coming away slowly but surely. This is all starting to come loose. So I'm not too upset really. Once this part's out as neatly as possible, this should just come away quite easily. This bit and this bit are going to be the tricky ones, I think. But anyway, I'll get back. I did what I could with drilling. I've got this piece out, this. There's no, well, that I've done. There is no spot welds here. This is all just patched and welded. So I've and along here that's the last spot weld there that I could get to. The rest is all patched up. I can't see anything. So and there's nothing there anyway. It's rotten. So I've run the angle grinder down, and then I've run this along here, and then I've then joined it into where I could drill out. This part here, I've left it like this for the time being because I need to work around here and be a little bit more careful, and to keep this part in place on the other side and just tidy it all up. And I can do that. Yeah, I didn't go all the way through, luckily, there. So I can tidy all this up afterwards, and that will give me access into here. I think I'm feeling a bit brighter now because I can see in there better, and we can do a full assessment in a minute. So that's where I'm at. I will start chiseling away at all this. I think it's going to come away quite easily. really, there's some gunk there. Don't really know what's holding this on, to be honest with you. Might be a bit more drilling out on that weld maybe. I know that one was grabbing a little bit, but it should just pull away. I'll get the camera back on when there's something to see. Right, just peeling this part away. It's amazing really how, you know, the spot, it was very much hand built, this car in the factory, and you can see that here because there's just inconsistencies in the spot welds. I'm not moaning, I'm just saying that you think you've caught everything and you haven't, and you find yourself with two spot welds barely half an inch apart from each other in a couple of locations, and others inches away. There's some really interesting videos on YouTube from British Pathé, is it? The Cockerel thing, of them filming, making these things in the 50s, and yeah, very, very hand built. Panels were just generally lined up together in a jig and spot weld with giant clamps. Very, you know, usually the guy that had a fag in the hand, or in their mouth rather, and flat cap, and it was built with tolerances. Things didn't necessarily fit together perfectly, so that was built in. Yeah, a little boring history for you. But so yeah, so when you're then trying to unpick it, you're in the lap for the gods, really. So we're getting there, though. I mean, there's a couple of horrible bits up here. I think I'm going to be able to pull this away quite shortly. It's amazing how much also just one little weld will just seem to lock it all in place, and you think you're dealing with something massive and you're not. So anyway, I'll keep going. Just thought I'd share that with you. So to get this panel out here, dawned on me like a little bit too late as always, that I need to take the floor pan out here. So I'll get the angle grinder in there. I think you can see here now more closely how much patch repairs happened around here. Patch on top of patch on top of patch. That's why it's been so hard to find these spot welds, I guess, because there aren't any. You can see down here there's really is quite a lot of rust. I imagine I'm going to have to take some of this floor pan out as well. I didn't want to do that, but that's what we're going to have to do. I don't even know if I need to get an angle grinder on here. Look. Oh, should we do some live poking around with a screwdriver? It doesn't get any more exciting than this, guys. Right. Well, there's a little bit of strength. Look at that. I don't know why I ever started this in the first place. It's brilliant. Nothing wrong with this. What am I doing? I'm doing this bit. Yeah, it's not, I'm not going to do that one-handed. So I'm going to just cut here. Yoink. And then that will release. You can see it's really bad, isn't it? I'm even going to do it myself when I look back. Going, oh, my first few videos. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with this. Christ, nothing wrong with it. What bloody idiot! Look what we're dealing with. Look what we're doing. Nothing wrong with it. Rock solid. This. What a prat. What a total prat. Oh well. So I've got the new floor pan coming out maybe the next couple of days. You can see here it's all split through here. The seats are just sitting in here, they're just to keep them out of the way. So imagine, you know, it's rusty here. Is it rusty down there? Probably. So we'll see. So I'm going to just get the angle grinder into there and then pull that panel out and we can see what we've got. Right, that's that cut away. Kids are on the trampoline, so you can hear screaming. And the dogs will join them, and they'll start woofing, and I love it. Anyway, so, okay, so I've got to cut into there a little bit, which I'll do now. I don't know what's hanging on here. So I'll cut into there. So a little, oh look, something. Ooh, live cutting things out now. Oh, look at this. It's exciting, isn't it? What horrors are we going to find? That's okay. We expect to find horrors this time. Right, you know. Bend this all out of place because, oh goodness, look how rotten it is. Just crumbling. Alright, well, you can see what I need to do. I'm going to have a little go at that now. Well, I'm literally 5 seconds later. Just cut that teeny bit there and look. Whole thing's come away. Still a couple of spot welds by the looks of it holding this part up. Let's have a closer look from the top, shall we? What is going on here? So I made a right gash of that. Another, not quite. One there. Oh, pop! You heard that. Bang! So another one here. I don't know. See where those two holes right here. Oh goodness. Oh, these can't be nice noises for the audience. What? Oh, there it is. Can you see it there? Look. Just there. Can you see that? There. Just biting there. Right where I didn't drill, typically. There we are, that might get it. Oh, I just tore on the metal, I think. Come on. Ow! Oh, just spiked my finger. I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to do it two-handed and get back to you. Right, so I cut the last little bit out so I didn't totally butcher it, and I might even have some metal left to weld onto. Lucky me. Not much though. Well, there you go. Get to look into things now. And I think it's fair to say it's rusty. Rusty. But that's okay, I guess. That's what we're here to do. So I'm going to try and tidy up around here now. I need to get into there. That's what I really need to do. Or at least clean it up. Square it off. So I can... That will need grinding back. Well, it'll all need taking out, won't it? Because that's where the new wing, inner wing, welds to. So that's going to need some work. This is going to need grinding back and opening up and things. I told you the dogs would work. I was right about that. Oh, look at that. Oh yeah, nothing with a bit of Vactan. That'll sort it out, won't it? That'll do, lads. Sorted. Rust converter. I think we're a bit beyond whatever it's called, Vactan or whatever it is. Goodness, look. It's all just grot. Needs doing. And it is being done. So you need to Have a good look around there. Need to get into this. That's my next job. It really is. There's no two ways about it. So I'm going to start having a little look now, see what we can do. Right, I've managed to cut partly into this. There it is there, because it's just sort of, well, is that spot welds or is it just all put together? I'm not too sure really. I think it's a spot weld onto the old inner wing and then a stiffening plate welded onto that. So I would have probably struggled to drill them out. This part here, I'm going to really struggle. I'm going to have to cut into the weld around there. I can't see any other way of doing that. I'm trying to keep this, the thinner piece of metal, trying to keep that in place. So at least I've got some kind of guiding template for the inner wing to bolt to, or tack to at least, and then I can maybe change it afterwards. So yeah, just a bit more cutting out, and then I feel like I'm going to be done for the day. I need to go and spend time with the family. So yeah, maybe I'll carry on cutting a little bit more, but not for much longer. Right, so I've taken a lot of it away. Just left with this area here, which is going to be the worst bit, I would have thought. Let's get some of this seam sealer out. What a mess. Right. So I'm a bit annoyed because I cut into it there by mistake. But I'm sure we can bend that back in. I think this is obviously going to need replacing. If you can even get that bit. I imagine that's something you have to make. So now I really want to... Oh, might just cut around here then. I might just cut around this weld and see what we've got. And then I can grind out the last remnants of the... Well, that's the last remnants of the old inner wing. But we can grind that out also. I really want to get in there and see what we're dealing with. And a chance to maybe seal it up. So I'm going to keep going on this. And then let you know how I get on. I'm going to try and keep some kind of seam as well. So, or upstand, so I can at least weld to it. Right, so doing all right, I think. You can see how thick the metal is I'm dealing with here. It's got to be 3mm that was strengthening and stiffening that wing for the shock absorber. So I've managed to cut down here quite neatly. I'm going to have to put some kind of flange or something on here and get into this box. I'm going to cut this last thickening part out and then have a look in there. And that should be the back of where the shock absorbers mount. I think we're getting quite close to the end of me having to cut things out, which is nice. Well, for the time being, I mean, that all needs cutting out. But I think I'm travelling in the right direction with getting this plate on, the tie plate in the engine bay, that piece, domed inner wing, stitch it all, you know, get all this in, and then the flat inner wing, and then move my way into the door hinges and the floor pan, and then the B-post. And then do it all again. Dun, dun, dun. Or not. I imagine it's going to be absolutely brilliant. Don't worry. I've learnt through optimism that it's not worth it. And that actually, I'm expecting the worst. It's going to be a total pig. But we shall see. So I'll carry on cutting out around here. And then that really will be it. I need to go. You can hear the chaos outside. I need to join in. Bye. Alright, well there we have it. This is loose. I mean, there's rust there. So I'm going to take this out. I can't weld onto rust. So there you go. That's where the... Oh, do you know what? Let's get a torch on. What are we dealing with? I do not know. Can't see a bloody thing. Oh, yes. So that's where there was a couple of plates on there. It's exciting, isn't it? So that's where the plates plural were. That needs replacing. This part doesn't look too bad though, which is really great. So this sort of centre part is A-OK. Oh, look at that. Look at that. How does a spark plug get in there? How does it get in there? How do you get a spark plug? There's no. You've seen the effort I've had to put in. How do you lose a bloody spark plug in the middle of a box section? Can you see it? That's bizarre. Look, I'm gonna hook that out. I said, oh look, there is light. No, is there light? What's that then? Something else down there. What on earth is that? I can't really show you. So behind the spark plug is something else catching the light. Don't know if you can see that. Right, there you go, just about. How weird. Right, I'm going to hook something in there. But anyway, rust-wise, I don't think it's a total disaster. I think we can fix it. So there you go. So I've got a jack handle with a screw on the end. I mean, this is as exciting as this channel's ever going to get, by the way, guys. Please, I'm afraid I have peaked too soon. Treasures buried for decades in the box section of a Morris Minor. I mean, this is content gold. No one's ever, not that I care about it, but no one's ever done this. Wow, look, unseen for 60 years. With, oh, they don't even look like Morris Minor, to be honest with you. What have we got? A Champion J8. Pretty sure that ain't Morris Minor. Doesn't look long enough. And whatever it was running rich. How peculiar. I don't even look that up. Champion J8. I wonder what that other thing was. I thought I would have got that. Might have been a bolt or something, I suppose. Let's have a look. Oh. Oh no, the dogs want to come in. They sense the... There is something there. Look, you can see that. Can you see that? No, you can't with that. Oh my god. Where is the camera? Oh, there's the camera. Oh. Oh. What am I doing? What am I filming? Oh, I turned the flash off. Flash, not the flash. There we are. It says... Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? This is like discovering tooth and cut. Oh no, maybe the battery's dead on it. I'm not switching that off. Right, I'm gonna take a photo and then take it out. This is probably the end of the video, in fairness. I do need to stop. Oh, I feel okay. I feel good. I feel like we've made progress. I feel like we have the correct sort of shape now for this to fit. Oh look, it's fixed. Ta-da! But you get the idea. Really good. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to take a photo down there, see what we've got. Yeah, so I've had a look. And, yeah, it's not for the Morris Minor at all. I didn't think it was. It looks like it might be for a lawnmower. So that is exciting. I'm happy to scrap the car now and be done with all of this, because I have genuinely had the fulfillment of discovering a mysterious lawnmower spark plug within the box section of a 1961 Morris Minor that genuinely hasn't seen the light of day for decades and decades. And even if it had, how did it get there? Who puts a spark plug in a box section? Unless there's the person before that did the welding and stuff thought it'd be a great joke. They thought it'd be a great joke. They foretold the future. And they thought there'd be some sad middle-aged man having owned the car for a few decades, finally getting away to cutting out a box section only to discover a spark plug. But for him to have done that, did he foretell YouTube? Could he see that far in the future that he knew that this would be published and maybe, I don't know, 10 people watch this video and all of a sudden the joke is on me? In which case, that's amazing. Maybe he is from the future himself. Maybe this is the first piece of evidence of time travel. I think I spent a bit too much time with myself. I'm going to go now. I still couldn't dig out what that other thing was. I don't know what it was. We shall never know. Or we will from the other side when we find out it's just full of rust and everything he's doing. But I'm in a good mood. I'm really pleased with how it's all gone. And yeah, we're a bit more cutting out and prepping, but we're getting towards putting things back together, which is what I really want to do. So there we go. And you can hear the dogs yapping. So I really must go. Bye. Thank you.